Ron Aydelotte joins us on the Sweet Tea Bakery hotline. Ron Aydelotte, the head coach for the Riverdale Warriors, victorious tonight over Smyrna in a rematch. Coach A, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure, Wade. Thanks for having me.
You had a rematch tonight, and you guys you just got done finishing them. It's like having a second halftime and coming back out for the second half, isn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't what either team wanted, but that's sort of kind of what we had to deal with. And I was really impressed with Smyrna, and they had a good game plan coming in and played hard, and our kids made some plays, and I thought we answered the bell and played hard, especially in the first half. And and defensively, I thought we played real well pretty much all night outside of the drive or so.
We're talking to Ron Aydelotte. He is the head coach for the Riverdale Warriors. They were victorious tonight over Smyrna. This Z plan that was supposed to be so wonderful and so great, they said that it was going to cut down on travel, and it sure has for District 7. You basically have to go through a second season of District 7 teams to get anywhere. Next week you get Blackman.
Yeah, and I think I heard that. I was told by a newspaper guy that Oakland catches LaVerne, so that's unfortunate that two teams will be done next week. Without the ability to test to see how they are against the other districts. But in the end, that's how it's been set up. And it's hard to get games, and the ones you get in the playoffs seem to be the same ones that are already set in stone. So, hopefully the new system's a little bit better, but it's an opportunity game for us and anybody else playing. There's going to be 16 teams left in our classification, and we're proud to be one of those. And hopefully we can move on.
Well, and 25% of the teams that are left in 6A are from your district, from Rutherford County. That's kind of speaks highly of the competition you have to play week in and week out.
Well, yeah, it obviously is good football, and it's the brand where it's physical, and teams are well coached, and they do the fundamentals, for the most part right, and and again, it's one of those deals where we're going to roll right back into some people that whether we like it or not, that's what we're going to do.
All right, let's talk a little bit about tonight. Who were your stars tonight, and who made the standout performances for the Warriors tonight?
Oh my goodness, it's I'm thinking back through the game at this point. It's you kind of sit and think about it, but obviously if we played well defensively, then guys like Ben Wells and Ethan Oran, Seth Black, secondary guys like Gene Odom, Preston Bars, Gentry Bond, Kanan Owens, and Jalen Baker. All those defensive guys have played real steady all year. On offense, we were a little bit sporadic. We did some good things. There were a lot of penalties tonight on both sides, and sort of kind of was a sloppy game, and you hate to see that. It seems like the game is trending towards, it seems like it's hard to run a play without a penalty anymore. Everything's a penalty. So, it's a little frustrating tonight, but, Gene Odom had a couple of great plays, Artavius Collier, Austin Bryant, to name a few. Cortland Owens has some great throws from quarterback. So we had some guys make some big plays in some critical downs.
What about your buddy Bobby Wells? How good a job's he doing coaching up that defensive bunch?
Doing an outstanding job, and he'll have a tall order next week, stopping probably what's considered the top prospect in the state, in Juwan Jennings. And Bobby will have a good sound plan, and if we execute and tackle, we'll have an opportunity, and then we'll have to answer the bell on our side of the ball on offense, and we just have to do the little things right, win some of the kicking game, and hopefully we can make it a great football game.
Dennis Weaver, Josh Peterson talking to Ron Aydelotte, the head coach for Riverdale.
Coach, you move on to the second round of the playoffs next week, and I know people expected a good year out of Riverdale, but just talk about what's been a pretty good turnaround for you after a year last year where you were young and didn't do maybe quite as well as people would have liked, but you were able to bounce back and put together heck of a campaign and move deeper into the playoffs. Talk a little bit about that turnaround and what all's gone into that.
Well, this group's been a pleasure, the whole way down the line. They're young still. You started out by saying everybody expected us to be good. I never expected this to happen. So, basically, these kids come to work and they believe in what we coach them to do, and they, do everything we ask them to do. And sometimes we show our age, a little bit of youth, but we've got enough seniors that give us some stability, and there's never a lack of effort for us. So that's the fun thing with this group.
Coach A, I know that you got a lot of work to do to get ready for Blackman. Some long nights ahead of you, so try to get some rest and make sure Bobby gets some sleep and doesn't have nightmares watching film.
I hear that, man. Well, we know what to expect, so there won't be any lack of effort from the coaching staff or the players.
You're the best. I love you, man.
I appreciate you. Okay.
I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Hope to see you soon, man.
All right. Well, I tell you what. Stay alive to the semifinals, and I'll get out of the studio then. Okay.
If I could make that a verbal, I'd definitely give it to you right now.
All right. Fair enough. We'll talk to you later.
All right, Woody. Thank you.
That is Ron Aydelotte, the head coach for the Riverdale Warriors.